Man, look at this shit right here down here. I got something to show y'all that a lot of people have done on the internet and I've got a lot of ideas from. So here you go. I'm gonna show you my pool, my above ground pool, all the improvements I've done to it, and why I did what I did. Hang on, I'm gonna show you. So there she is right there. Started off just a pool, regular pump. I built that little platform right there with an attached ladder, because you know the ladders that come with these pools, they're not that sturdy, and I wanted something a little bit sturdy. I'm a little bit of a bigger guy, so I built this to make it easier to get in and out the pool and have some place to sit your stuff, and don't worry about that blanket or cover or whatever you want to call it. I'll explain that in a minute. And you know, I might make a video of getting in the pool without that. So we'll just start there. I built that for that. Then I upgraded to this sand pump right here, and also PVC piped it this year. Hooked up a homemade pool heater, if you will. That little valve right there diverts the water. I can cut that kind of 45-ish and it'll force more through that hose and then back into that hose right there and into the pool along with the pool water. Seems to be working real well. It's my sand pump situation there. Hard pipe those two inlets right there. I got a valve there to where I can cut them off and just make it pull from my skimmer to make it clean the top of the pool off a little bit better, or vice versa. The pool water gets too low, I can cut that off and just use that right there. I didn't hard pipe it all the way to the sand pump because the pool flexes and it could crack your joints. So I got those adapters there to screw in, and that hose screws on there, and got the pipe. I could have got shorter hoses, but they were more expensive, so I bought the 2-pack of these long hoses, and well, that's what I did. Let's follow these hoses on around right here, and I'll show you my my pool heater that I built. I've seen a lot of people do this on the internet. I did it my way. There it is. It's a 100-foot roll of 3/4 inch pipe. I got a pallet from work, put a piece of plywood on it, put 2x6s or 2x8s, I'm not sure, I can't remember what I did, around it. Got pickets, 2x2 pickets like you put on a deck, like what's on that deck right there, and made that X right there and wound that coil around it, and then 100-foot roll fit in there nicely. Then I actually purposely bought 3/4 hose to actually cut and fit onto that the way I did. The plastic you see on there is just a clear shower curtain that I cut and put on there to help hold in the heat. Stays in the sun most of the day. The reason I did this is I live in the woods. I live back probably a 1/4 mile off the road in the woods, to where there's limited sunlight coming in here. Now I've took some trees down, as you can see right there. There's a stump right there, and I'll show you more to kind of let some more sunlight come in. But as you can see right now, the pool's in the shade. The pool's probably in the shade, most of its life. It's probably outside the shade, probably I don't know, 6 hours a day maybe, which is plenty. It puts sunlight on that actual that heater, which heats up the pool. Today it was like 94, 95 degrees. The pool's been warm for a couple days, and as you can see here, it got up to 86 degrees. Now you might think that's hot, but if it's 95 degrees outside and you've been in the sun and you get in this pool, it's somewhat refreshing. See how clear my water is? I might make a video on how I got it that way too. There's my skimmer way over there that I put in, doing kinda its job. I'll make a video on how I did that as well, or explaining how I did that on another video. But there's 2 other trees that I took down with a wood rack from a fire pit right there. another story for another day. But that's my in-ground pool. That's what I did and why I did. The reason I didn't make a bigger pool deck, if you will, that kind of formed to the pool right there is realistically that'd take a little bit more time and effort than what I wanted to put into it. Not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it would take more effort, more time. I wanted to throw something up real quick that would work and serve its purpose. That does that. Now later on I've been thinking about taking and extending this side out right here, taking that off and extending this out where I'm standing at here. There's another tree I took down. Out maybe doing like a 10 by 10 deck off of here square to where I can put some chairs up here, maybe an umbrella, easy up, something like that, to have a little hangout spot. But I don't know, it's not necessarily necessary for me. I understand why people do decks and wraparound decks for their pools. Wasn't necessarily something I needed or wanted to put the effort into or the time into. I'd rather spend the time in the pool than building that. Plus, realistically, you come down this right here, and I've got a little cool hangout spot kind of right here that's serves its purpose. It's close to the pool. It's not that far away from it. Another tree I took down to let a little more sunlight come in here. And yeah, that's my above ground pool. That's the upgrades I did to it and how I did it. You want to see more videos of how I did and what I did explaining it? Comment, I'll let you know, and I'll try to do the best I can and telling you how I did it. But I like it. Some people may have did it differently. Some people may have did more. Some people may have did less. But I like it. Serves its purpose. Keeps the wife happy. Kind of, that's all that matters. All right, now, y'all be good and be good at it. Holla at y'all later.